And here's another hit, Baby Bonds.
There we go.
All right, Coach Young, man, you live in the studio right now.
Hey, what's going on, Coach E?
How you doing, Coach, man? Thank you so much for taking the time to join me on the recess. I know we had a little bit of a delay, but just like baseball, we make the adjustments, and we back.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So for everybody watching on YouTube and that's going to watch this on demand, that means on my IG Live series and IGTV, man, this is Coach E. This is The Recess. We're bringing you great information across the country with urban youth baseball, softball, and all those great things. I got a very special guest today, Coach Young, all the way from Tampa, Florida. The bottom of the map is standing up. You already know what it is. I'm going to let Coach Young introduce himself, but one of the reasons why we have Coach Young joining us, man, check them out on Instagram, check them out on the little website, doing some great things in the area of Florida. And like I said, it's about urban youth baseball and softball. So, Coach Young, can you tell the audience and everybody catching this on YouTube and who's later going to catch this on demand a little bit about your background and how you got landed into coaching right now?
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. So it all started back in a little town called Lake Wales, Florida.
Lake Wales, Florida?
Yeah, Lake Wales, Florida. So that's the home of Amari Stoudemire, Wade Davis from the Colorado. Well, he's with the Cubs now, I think. But Wade Davis, yeah, absolutely. So we had some pretty good ball players come from that little small town. But yeah, that's where it all started. I started there, graduated from high school from there. After I left high school, I went on to North Florida Community College and played ball there. Played for 2 years there. And then I transferred over. I played under, as a matter of fact, Dr. Steve Givens up there in Madison, Florida. Played with him in the Panhandle Conference. So just to let you guys know, those who are watching and will be watching soon, man, that Panhandle Conference is something tough. I'm going to tell you why. Because I faced Jose Bautista, and I tell my guys this all the time. I had Jose Bautista and Russell Martin on the same squad, and then the next year, Adam Lowe was the #1 draft pick that following year from Chipola. So it's a mean Tony Sipp, who pitches for the Astros, I think now, came from that conference as well. Terrence Gore came from, oh my gosh, I could name Lorenzo Kane. Let's go on. If you want to come from a conference, so up there at Panhandle. But yes, so went there and played 2 years at JUCO, and then I transferred over to Florida A&M, and I played the semester there, and then after that, I became a working man. It became too tough, so I became a working man, and now I came back home. I actually got into corrections for a little while there, from ball, and started a new career. Then got away from that, and then found my way back into travel ball. So one of my best friends, who reached out to me, it was showing me his son. He was like, hey, bro, you need to check out my son. You need to check out my son. He is awesome. I'm like, send me the video, bro. Send me the video. Right. I'm like, all right, check it out. I'm like, yo, this kid got it. And he's like, man, you can come on home. So I'm like, all right, man. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina at the time. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm coming. So me and the wife, we came on back to Tampa, Florida. And then I got with him and started coaching 12-year-old travel ball team, the Lasers. And then that's where it picked up. I was like, oh man, I got a passion. I got a passion for it. And then some stuff started to spin off from that. So I'm like, I got to stay in this. There's a reason why. And in a little while, we'll probably get into it, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. So major shout out to Florida A&M and the MEAC. Awfully great to hear about that. Hey, everybody that's jumped in, man, make sure y'all check out the new website, coacheoguru.com. I got the previous episodes, and make sure y'all go click the shop button. Every t-shirt that helps us provide free baseball camps. That's just a little promo. But Coach Young, I heard you mention, Lorenzo Kane came from your junior college conference in the Pan down there in Florida. In your opinion, right? I'm asking a two-folded question. How is the state of blacks in baseball, and you know the alarming rate of 7.7% of Major League Baseball is African Americans, right?
Yeah.
What needs to be done to improve this number?
You just touched on it. You said the free camp cost. That's the biggest thing to me. Now, everybody that's watching, this is my opinion. Okay, I know coming up from a small town called Lake Wells, and we had some hidden jewels in this small country town called Lake Wells. But the difference between me and that other guy across town is because his parents had the money to put him in position and in front of people who make decisions. See what I'm saying?
Very good
So
point.
it's the difference. When you have money to put your child in a position and in front of people who make decisions, you got what I'm saying? Not everybody can afford to go to Perfect Game. Not everybody can afford to go to PBR, Prospect Wise, you know? So that's, like I told you, we're going to touch into it. This is why I got into it, and my passion has even grown even more because of people. I just speak to myself, you know. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. So I had to take what was affordable. Baseball right now is youth baseball. The average parent is spending like $14,000 a year.
A year, yes.
A year.
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot for somebody who's coming up from the projects, right?
That's a college tuition in some places, man.
You better believe it. You better believe it, brother. You better believe it. That's a car for somebody. You know? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is the cost, brother. And that's why I formed my own team called the Skyhawks here, is because I want to make it affordable for these guys, these young men, to get that exposure. You know, not knocking anybody. Everybody has their own little, you know, claim to fame, their little hustle.
Hey, coach, just a recess. You ain't got to say not knocking nobody's wrong.
Okay.
Yet. We call it shit how it is, baby.
Right? Call a spade a spade. So
Yeah,
some of these guys out here, it's a money hustle for them, you know?
Yeah.
It's how they eat. And hey, that's the way you handle your business. But I know I see the need for these young men out here who I got my 9 to 5. I'm straight. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, bro. With my 9 to 5, I'm blessed. Believe that, you know? And I just want to bless and impart these other young men because I want to develop them. Because I'm just trying to be what I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to be. You know, that available by not just to come play ball, but coach, I need to talk to you. Come on, bro. I'm right here. I'm gonna text him a phone call. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Coach, I need help. Yeah. But definitely the cost, brother. Is the big thing that needs to change.
Definitely, there's some, you know, research the Player Alliance, and you know, I see all the great things going on. And you know, I'll be transparent. It's still not enough. They're doing it, not knocking what the Player Alliance is doing, not knocking anybody what they're doing, but MLB has to step up to the plate even more with these rising costs. Like they got to step up, right? I look at youth football and AAU basketball. They got everything, and then when it comes to baseball, it's like you said, it's the have and the have-nots. But we could talk for hours about that. I heard you mention, you know, you got back into travel ball, and we'll talk to the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
you're not playing competitive baseball unless you're playing travel ball at a youth age. I mean, it is what it is. The rec leagues and everything is down. But has in Florida, I'm just speaking of Florida because I don't know, right? Has travel baseball hurt high school baseball in Florida, primarily speaking to the public schools?
So let's just say this. Travel ball here is very big. It's very big. And the reason why you got to look at it, sports down here, the 3 major sports, football, basketball, and baseball are big down here. Reason why is because we only have 3 weeks of winter. 3 weeks of winter. And it's just cold. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, though, we all outside. We can go to the field. If it ain't raining that day, everybody outside. We at the field. You know, the fields around here in Tampa are always packed. with somebody working. Somebody is always putting in work, and you got to find time to sneak your way in there. But it's really become, to me, in my opinion, high school baseball has become a pit stop for the scouts.
Gotcha.
Understand where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So travel ball is so big. There's so many teams. I can run names for days. So many teams out there. There's tournaments down here that's having 20 team tournaments easily with a long waiting list. So it ain't nothing for a perfect game prospect wire to say, hey, we're gonna have a tournament down there and then have a waiting list. Somebody say you jump, okay, no problem. We'll just fill it in. There's another team waiting to get in because there's so many teams out there. But it's become a pit stop for high school or for scouts to come to high school games now because, well, one, the college coaches are coaching during the same time during the high school team, right? Yep. So during that summer ball, all the major tournaments, you got big tournaments playing down here. You know, every field around here has something going on. And now the scouts can get down here and they can come to one tournament, and they can catch 20, 30 different players at one time, as opposed to going to a high school game and seeing that one particular player for a short period of time. I've witnessed a scout come in like maybe 2 to 3 innings, watch one pitcher. Now, here's my thing. So those guys, those high school guys that's gonna watch or is watching now, if you're not doing anything within those 2 to 3 innings, if you haven't done nothing spectacular within those 2 to 3 innings, guess what happens? Your opportunity is gone. That's why I preach to them boys every day. You never know who watching. Don't take 1 second for granted. The little details. Have a routine, even in your warm-ups. Set yourself apart from everybody else.
Woo! Hey, you gotta give me that one more time. Somebody met the church as a preacher say, somebody didn't hear me. Give me that one more time.
Brother, for those who watching,
yes, sir.
Don't take for granted now 1 second you step on and off that field. Why? Because somebody watching. It could be the mailman that's sitting over there at the concession stand. You know that guy that was reading that newspaper? He wasn't just reading the newspaper. He was reading body language.
Yep.
Oh, that guy that was for the news that was been writing the paper, the newspaper article? No. He taking notes on what you were doing. Trust me on this. I'm telling you, man. Your Instagram, is somebody watching that too?
Yep.
All right. That's all I'm saying. Don't take no moment for granted.
Man, you couldn't have put it in better senses, better terms, better everything. So I'm gonna break down to some kind of some X's and O's of baseball, you know, if that exists. So
let's do it.
You know, I know you're down in Florida. I know you got some superb athletes. What style of baseball do you like to play with the Skyhawks, right? The Skyhawks, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I like this question. You're going to give my game plan away, brother. Oh. So since you're talking like football terminology, right? So I like that run and gun, that run and gun style. Hey, look, I tell my boys, anybody that comes see me, not one moment, you get on first base. You better come see me at third. Find a way. We running. We are running. I love to run. That was my claim to fame when I played in high school. It was like, I took bases. Hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it. Hey, we take what's given. We take what's given. Hey, if the second and third baseman ain't covering, guess what? Get you some more real estate. Let's go.
Absolutely. Love it.
Come on. I need more space. Come see me. Come see me. And when you read the picture, let's go get here. So a lot of times don't even give signs. I get head nods. I get this.
Yep.
You got it. Let's go. So that's my whole style is running and gun. I love to run. Because our whole main goal is trying to get to home. You can't get to home standing on first. I can't stand the young man. Even if you run an 8 flat in the 60, I can't stand the young man who only got a 3-4 lead at first. You got to give me something.
Yep.
You get on that bag like you own it. That's yours because why? You earned it.
Yep.
I don't care if it was 4 pitches that you walked. You earned that walk. That's your bag. The only way he gonna get you out is you throw the ball over there, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's run. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I love small ball. Definitely small ball.
I had Coach Carlos James, head coach of UAPB, on around March, late March, early April.
Okay.
Telling the story how, when they play the bigger schools, you know, it's a little bit easier to coach. But when they actually play in conference, in the SWAC, I play in the SWAC, you play in the MEAC, it's a little bit harder to coach because he said it was 2 outs, run on second, 2 strikes. A guy lays a bunt down, and he sends him from second to score. He's like, cut the whole park off. So I love, and, I speak to the elephant in the room. When you a color, a minority, you got to use what God gave you. If he gave you great baseball instincts, if he gave you speed, you got to use it, man. And I
Let's go.
I tell my kids this all the time in Chicago. I tell them straight up. I say, hey, look, man, if you black, you better get 20 bags in high school at least. College a little bit depends on what the style is. But ain't no 20 bags. That's the bare bone minimum.
Yes.
Also, I ask this question a lot to a lot of coaches. What's your feeling on this newly kind of touched upon launch angle with hitting, right? Because in my opinion, let me finish. In my opinion, it just emerged like 2015-ish.
Yeah, it just did.
And now all of a sudden, I'm hearing guys on TV talk about no ground balls. Like, give me your thought behind that.
Okay, all right. So, I just say for me, I don't teach that. I don't get into it. I don't speak on it. Seem like every year there's new stats and new data that's coming out. I guess you can call me old school. I'll take that. I'll take it. But I teach perfecting or mastering that contact point.
Okay.
You master that contact point, that ball is gonna fly.
Yes, sir.
I got a guy throwing 95 miles an hour. No need for me to muscle up with him.
Yeah.
Why do I need to muscle up with him when he's supplying my power?
Mm-hmm.
No. Only thing you need to do, your goal at this point as a hitter is master that contact point. Pow. You hit that sweet spot of the bat, I guarantee you that ball will clear that fence. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
And this is what I say, and I ask you this because you're great baseball mind, right?
Yeah.
We'll get into the nuts and bolts with baseball because people are gonna look at this later on. What I say, and I'm saying all this to say because we talked about the money, right? We talked about the money earlier, and what I see now is I see parents going from hitting coach to hitting coach to hitting coach, trying. I call it the Babe Ruth effect. They think it's going to be a myth that they swing the bat and then they turn into Babe Ruth and the gimmicks,
Right.
But I'm against the launch angle, but I'm for the analytics. I like the analytics of the probability where he's hitting the baseball. We can game plan as coaches. But as a coach, to tell someone to get up there and not try to hit a ground ball, once the ball releases hand and you swing, there's absolutely nothing physically you can do except, like you said, point of contact.
Yep.
A good approach and timing the baseball. That's it.
That's it. That's it, brother. That's it. Because brother, it burns me. It burns me. I'm gonna tell you this. It burns me that we have guys in the major leagues that make millions of dollars, right? Stay with me now. And we got the third baseman who's playing at shortstop. The second baseman is now at second. The second baseman is in halfway out there to right field, what they call the shift, and you can't angle your bat to hit the ball opposite field. And you get paid millions of dollars to hit. Brother, you get paid to hit home runs, but God, dog, you can't hit every ball over the fence.
Hey, man.
So I need a teammate that's gonna hit that ball to that other side to get me over. I'm old. I'm too old school, bro. I'm too old school, coach. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, it's a you got to understand something. I use the hometown boy, the shortstop for the Chicago White Sox, Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson led the league, and I forget who it was. I'm drawing a blank. Matter of fact, it's Tony Gwynn Jr. I had him on the show. And I asked him this question: why did TA get a lot of love from the pros for the batting championship? And Tony Gwynn Jr. said, MLB is not embracing average no more.
Right. And that's right.
Down. Like, I went there. I'm like, is it because, he like, man, you gotta look around, Coach E. He said they're not embracing the batting average anymore, and they're embracing more of the data because it turns into a bit, like he broke it all the way down.
Yeah.
Ron's angle stuff turns into business for many, many people, right? Because I can be a business, but I can go on and on about that, right? Both of us went to HBCUs, right? And this is kind of a pet peeve, and I'm not on an attack with HBCUs, but you're in the travel baseball world, you're heavy. You just mentioned something powerful when you said it's so many tournaments in Florida, all the college coaches, it's a one-stop shop. In your opinion, what can HBCUs do to improve or revamp their current high school efforts in recruiting those top guys?
Man, that's a good one. That's a very good one. How can we go about revamping and getting them top guys? Basically, it's getting out there to the tournaments, making it a way, and we have to go back to cost, brother. I'm telling you, making it affordable for these young men to get out there to be exposed. It breaks it down to that. That's it. Maybe HBCU host a tournament. Get with the prospect wire or somebody. Or this is just, this is far-fetched, I know, but this is some ideas. This is my mind going. Yeah. They get with prospect wire, PBR, or whatever. Hey, look, we want to get with you guys and put on the HBCU, sponsored by or hosted by, prospect wire, and so we can make it a little more affordable for it, because we got a lot of these young brothers who, man, I can name a whole bunch of. I got a young man, he was just on, who played for Middleton, and he can that kind of guy real good, but need to be exposed. Another young man who he can flat out play. Just played him in this little random tournament. I'm like, wait, where you been? Why you ain't over here, man? But now I do want to say there is some local organizations around here, like there's RBI Rays. They have a nice little program going on. Coach Carl Everett. I know you know Carl Everett from the Houston Astros. Yes, he's down here. He's coaching him and Coach Mark Whitten. They got a little program going that's pretty good. But it needs some growth. Okay. It needs some growth. They got a good thing going. That's what I can't say about that. They have a great thing going over there. Yep.
Florida. Now, I'm gonna put a target on your back, man. So this has been kind of an ongoing debate, man. Who's king, Florida, California, when it comes to baseball?
Man, so Southern and Northern California, because all the Florida now is tough. I'm just telling you. Okay. I know Southern California, they have a good crop of guys down there that can play. So the numbers kind of, I don't know. I think Florida leads right now. I think, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I don't want to offend nobody, but I think Florida leads,
Absolutely. So, I know you guys are the Tampa Skyhawks. What ages do you guys service for your travel? For the Tampa Skyhawks for your travel league, what ages do you guys service?
Okay, so right now it's my first year actually putting this together myself. So I have a group of 18-year-olds. It's not all 18 because my starting shortstop, he's 15, and he's gonna be pretty good. But other than that though, I decided to get those group of guys because I know they're getting ready to transition over to college,
Yeah,
which is something I experienced. So there's no better degree than experience, right?
absolutely.
So
It's an apprenticeship. It ain't a
there
class,
you,
baby.
right there you go, there you go. So but yeah, I want to get those guys. I like to impart in them. You know, like I told you, it's more than baseball to me. I know a lot of these coaches, it's more than just baseball, but to me, man, deep down, really, because I have three foster kids, you know, that I'm raising right now. But I have none of my own that play. But I have this deep burning passion for these young men that's transitioning over into adulthood. So I service the 18-year-olds, 16 and 18-year-olds. That's who I service. Hopefully next year we can expand and pick up a 16U squad as well.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you this because you know I'm gonna blast this out on YouTube. We're gonna
Oh, yeah.
reshare it 1,000
Yes,
times
sir.
on Instagram. If someone is looking to support financially, help you guys with branding, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Because I know I got, you know, shout out to Coach Booker. He just jumped on his son's going to Michigan, and we're always looking for ways because, like we said earlier, it takes money. How can someone support the Tampa Skyhawks baseball program?
Best way to support is just send me a DM. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. All this that's been done, and it's not bragging or anything. Just something that I have a heart and that God gave me, bro. And I took everything on from out of my pocket. So the boys paid very little. They just paid their way into the tournaments. The
Nice.
jerseys that I have on right now, the hat that I got,
Let me check you out,
the
man.
logo.
Okay.
That's the new one. So I just did that one. So the hats I came out of my pocket and I paid for. Reason why is because I wanted to talk, like I was saying, make this more affordable. I practice what I preach. You know what I'm saying? I want to make this affordable, and the young guys that I had on my team, they were able to get exposed because they needed that exposure. And that's why I did what I did. I want this to be affordable as possible because I want everybody to have the same opportunity as the next brother.
Man.
So
It's
if you want to support, Coach Young.
Man, major salute for everything that you're doing. Can you please drop you, because I know somebody's going to ask me this question. I know you say DM. Can you let everyone know your Instagram name and also an email that they can contact you at?
Yes, absolutely. My Instagram is Coach_R_Young. That's on Instagram. Then you can also send me an email at CoachRYoung@outlook.com.
Absolutely. Coach Young,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much for joining me
Man.
on Recess. Everybody who's watching this, make sure you click below, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you also get Coach Young, Coach_R_Young on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow him. Make sure you're supporting the Tampa Skyhawks. They're doing major and big things. I thank you again for joining me on the Recess. Make sure you guys, once again, check us out next Monday. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out in the field. Who knows, man? I might pop up in Tampa in a couple weeks when this COVID stuff is over. And
Let's go.
let me learn a couple of those fast-paced, fast-switch muscle drills I see on IG.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. I'm ready. And one more thing I want to give the guys, and I always like to tell my guys before I go, is that your talent can't take you where your character can't keep you.
Say that one more time, just like the preacher say, somebody didn't hear that.
So your talent can't take you where your character can't keep you. I want to preach that to my young brothers because understand this. It's all about your character. I've watched guys who got bypassed because they couldn't handle themselves, you know, and the character was bad, you know. So nobody wants a bad seed in the garden, right?
Absolutely.
So make sure your character is way better than your talent, all right?
Absolutely. And on that note, the mic is dropped. This is Coach E. This was Coach Young. You just watched the Recess, man. Make sure y'all follow Coach Young on IG. Make sure y'all follow Coach E, our Guru. Coach Young, salute, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
You got it, brother. Same to you.
Absolutely.
And here's another hit, baby Bonds. We out of here, baby.